Okay, today's Sunday, the day after I used the vinegar water mix on the floor. And what I found was it was a bit worse than what I first thought. There's a bit of pitting in the floor, so I decided to, well, I guess I got sidetracked and decided to sand it back. So we've pretty much got a lot of it back to bare metal, so it's going to have to be sprayed and filled to get rid of the holes. I mean, the pitting's minor. They're only tiny little pits. There's nothing deep. There's nothing that goes through the floor either. So I'm not looking at cutting the floor out and replacing it. I'm just going to repair it. But what I thought we might do for the rest of the day is try to get that window out and also get this door off. See if I can get that door handle off. It's giving me a bit of a hassle at the moment, but we might get stuck into it and see how we go. First, got to remove this screw. That'll let us get the trim off, and then we'll be able to move the outer rubber. There's a few screws marked along the outside of that, so once we get those out, we'll get the rubber off, we'll be able to take the window out. Now to get the window out, what we have to do is we've got to loosen these off. We can take this plate off, that cover there, and undo a few bolts in there, and we should be able to get the window out. So we might get onto it. This. Just separate. It's funny, this outer trim isn't actually locked in place. It looks like it's just stuck on. They've got some goo over the screws, and this thing's just stuck over the top. So there you go, there's our trim removed. If I pull, actually I might show you this. You can see these little bits. Oh. I'm pretty sure the screw to undo these are actually underneath here. I'm going to use a little screwdriver just to flip this off. I mean, these are no good anyway because they're all cracked and brittle, so they're not being reused. It's hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time. Let's get that off. So that looks like a press-in. Looks like a... doesn't look like a screw. There are screws on the other side. But these are not... See, I just pulled the end off. These look like a little press-in. Could be a bit of a bugger to get off. Just clean these off. Pretty sure there'll be one more up here. Yep, there he is under there. There's a screw. Through the work light in there, the 500 watt halogen's a bit bright. There's a backlight. There's that one out. Actually, I might sit the camera down for a second. Now they are screws, they just got this black gunk filling up every crevice. Let's have another go. So yeah, it's a Phillips head screw. So that one, there. Keep them all together. So these, I'm going to have to replace these. As I said, they're worn out. Did I miss one? I think I missed a screw. Yeah, I did. Yeah, you can see here they're all cracked. The one on the other side, this had started to break. Yeah, look how brittle it is. It's just breaking apart. So that's garbage. $103 a piece for a new one. Fantastic. Now I've got this bloody sticky black shit everywhere again. No, it was probably necessary back in the day for waterproofing, but I'm sure there's cleaner ways to do it than that. Now get the window out, just grab a winder. Now, take this plate off. Try not to sit on the handbrake. Okay, so 6 screws for that cover. There's the door mechanism in there. I have to undo this one to get it out through the top. I have to undo this one to release it at the bottom. And then we should be able to, I wonder if we can get in there. That's where the winding mechanism hooks onto the window, so we've got to slide that off. And then the window just slides up and off the track at the top. Undo these ones so we can move the track side to side. And that also helps us get it out a lot easier. So what I might do is put the camera down and get on with it. Okay, so that means we can, it's a bit looser, we'll just loosen these two off. Need our winder again. Where do I put the winder? go, it's off. Now we should be able to plug it off the track. Remove it. There we go, window out. There for a second. Okay, now what we've got to do is take this off. This little bracket actually makes it a bit difficult to get out the top. So we take that bracket off. Take this bracket off. And there's our mechanism out. There's our spring loaded. I don't think the other one's spring loaded like that. Anyway, windows out. Alright, now we might make a start on. I'm going to have to pull all this stuff out. Let's see if we can get this door handle off. Okay, so this door handle here has been giving us nothing but grief. For some reason it doesn't want to come out. Got the tool. Now go down here behind. Gotta get in between the plastic and the metal. So that should be in there. It should be getting it off. Sounds like it's going in. The handle doesn't want to come off. Yeah, it's got a bit of a bend in it. Might just tap that flat and give it another go. Alright, so there we are. We'll put it in between the metal and the plastic at the back. Again, it's like we're not. It just does not want to come off. Should be in far enough to select it. Once I turn the handle straight, that's right. Alright, so we'll go back. Okay, you'll see one, you'll see it in there. Oh, I don't want to get this off. I'm getting these oil anyway, so I'm really sick of my nerves. It feels like I push it back. Why not? Why not come off? So the idea, I'll just focus on something. To hook it under the clip, pull out. And once I've done this, it should be there. Why not come off? Right, wrong way. Should just move on. There. Seriously, no. Get out of there. That's this one there. We've got one here. We're going to slide it in. Under the clip. That should release the heater now. With that, once that door's taken through, that should be enough to get it off. There's a bit pushed up. There we go. It's in, it's through. Why is the clip not releasing? Okay, so we've had a productive day today. As you can see, the window's now gone out of the back. We've got the brackets off. Removed the assembly from out of there. We've got the front door off finally. And we've taken the bolts out of the handbrake. So I just got to get underneath and disconnect it. The reason why the video cut off is because there's my little video camera. It ran out of juice. Seems to be a common problem for me. I should plan ahead and charge everything up before we start, shouldn't I? There you go, and get a good look at the floor over there. It's all back to bare metal pretty much. Just got to sand a bit more at the front. You know, I don't want to actually do that at the moment though, because I always seem to get sidetracked by something else. I'd rather just keep going along, pulling things apart and then start the repairs or whatever we have to do when we come to them. I'll just show you the door handle. Here's the door handle we had issues with. I don't know if you can see it, but the pin actually got bent. And that's why I couldn't get it out. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. So I couldn't actually get the pin out. But in the end, I managed to somehow get the tool in there, pop the pin, got the handle off. But yeah, so productive day. Doors are off. Windows are out. So we've got there's 2 front windows, 2 quarter windows, a back window up the top there. So yeah, car's coming along. We've got to, I guess once we get, still got to get the petrol tank out. So I'm taking the back speakers out. But that'll probably be next weekend, and we'll work towards getting the car down to a completely bare shell. I've actually decided I think I'm going to cut out the heater support and smooth the firewall. So that'll be a bit of a job for the plasma cutter and the welder. But apart from that, yeah, we're working towards it. Hopefully not too long, we'll have it stripped right down. Cool, thanks for watching.